Hello. The video you are about to see contains images of dolls only.
Hello everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
What a wonderful Wednesday it is.
Again, apologies for my robe. On the day of recording videos I am not very well, so I probably look a hot mess, but I can't help it. You can either have me in a robe in videos or me taking a week off.
I think you're doing very well because we're getting through them at a rate of knots. Yeah.
I have got Mr. Alfie Chunk, or Mr. Alfie Bruiser, as Ray calls him.
Yeah.
And he's looking very, very gorgeous in his, I forget which outfit this is. It's the racing car one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yellow racing car, and the back is white and blue stripes.
Oh, it's so cool.
What have you been up to today, Alf?
Yeah, what have you been up to? He's been terrorising people, because that's what he does. He's so big. Right, keep your head up. That's a good boy. Now, we have this tag, and it's 20 interesting facts about me, and it's by MySweetCupcake
Sweet Cupcakes Nursery channel it is.
Yes, that's right. And I got it from Cat Heart to Heart Reborns channel. I love Cat's Heart to Heart Reborns because she does these fantastic gift boxes. I haven't seen, I've only seen people opening gift boxes, but I'm actually thinking of getting one for Nicole's birthday.
Oh,
because it's Nicole's birthday not long before she comes over to see us.
Oh, very good.
But you can tell her how much you want to spend on a gift box, and then she'll get all kinds of lovely things for a reborn, clothes and all kinds of lovely things. And then they come like in my box opening on Monday.
Yes.
Used to be. And I just thought it's a really nice way of getting a present to someone in the US that would mean that we didn't have to ship it and get it through customs. And
I know, all those sorts of things. Really that sounds like a great idea. We must do it.
Isn't it? Let's do it, yeah.
And well done to you as well for finding the channel and the tag.
It's a nice channel. I've had it on my subs list for a while. She's a lovely person. So, this isn't a baby's tag, but it's one of those random things about me tags that lets you get to know me a bit better. So,
yes, okay.
Mr. B is going to ask the questions, I will answer, and then you can butt in and say things if you want to say anything.
All right, okay, so we'll start with the first one then. There are 20 questions.
Okay.
What can you not leave home without?
My handbag. When I was actually hearing the answers, no, so I just told you the completely wrong person I got this tag from. Realise that.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay, don't worry. I saw another tag from Kat. It was the social media tag, but I decided not to do that one. Sorry about that. But she's still a lovely person, and it's lovely business and a lovely channel.
Yes.
But
so where did it come from?
It came from Angels to Treasure, Danielle's wonderful channel.
Okay. And
she's a British lady, and she has some gorgeous babies. And Danielle said she couldn't leave home without her mobile phone.
Okay.
But I couldn't leave home without my handbag.
That's not the answer I thought you were going to give.
I can leave home without my mobile phone, but I could not leave home without my handbag, even though it might not have my phone in it. It's got my purse and my keys and my all my things in it, and I couldn't leave home without my handbag. At the moment, I also couldn't leave home without a baby.
Well, that's what I thought you were going to say. When I read them, I thought that's what you would say.
But baby, if I wasn't going in a car, then I could leave home without a baby.
Well, that doesn't often happen. You can't get many places without going in a car.
Don't you remember when Amanda and I have been for a walk in my wheelchair and she's just been pushing me?
Yes, but you still have a baby. You just take the babies out.
I suppose so, yeah.
Yes, you do.
All right, I can't leave home without a handbag and a baby.
There we are. Yeah. I know more about you than you do.
You certainly do. It's actually, you're quite right.
Yes.
I usually do take both with me.
Yes. What is your favourite brand of lipstick?
My favourite brand of lipstick is the Boots Natural Collection. I don't buy expensive lipstick because I really don't think it's worth the money. I buy just ordinary mid-range, mid-price lipstick. I use a colour called Rosebud. It's a nice nude pink, not too bright, and it looks natural, as if my lips are a nice colour. but it doesn't knock your eyes out, and I like it a lot.
Oh, that's my favourite brand of lipstick as well, by the way, everybody. Yes. What is your favourite flower?
My favourite flower is the freesia. I have never in all my life smelled anything more gorgeous than a freesia. And however hard anyone tries, even with chemicals, nobody has ever been able to make a freesia perfume that smelled like freesias. And I've tried lots of them.
When I've bought you flowers in the past, I've bought freesias for you,
Yes,
haven't
you
I?
have. Yeah. Beautiful freesias. You used to buy me bouquets.
Fairly regularly,
I
actually.
think it was last year we had them very regularly. And you bought me beautiful freesias, and they used to scent the room. And then they stopped getting scenty ones. And so it was a waste of your money.
Yes,
So
they used to come from Holland.
They did.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
We'll have to have a look at that again, maybe sometime. What is your favourite clothing store?
Hard one, this. Usually now when I go shopping, I go to John Lewis because I like to get their personal shopper service. It's really cool.
It's a great service,
It is a great service. We've both had it, haven't we, Mr.
Yes,
Lee?
we have.
So I will make an appointment and I will say, you know, when can I come? And they fix a time. And then I can either go with my support worker, or I can actually it's easier because the taxi doesn't have to park, to take a taxi, and then I will get met at the customer service point, taken up in my wheelchair, and then taken to the personal shopper cubicles. I'll give them a list of the things I need and of the colours I like and of my size and all that. I always make a list because it's better for the shopper if I do. Then I will sit down, listen to some music, or look at my Facebook, or do something or other for half an hour to 3/4 while they go and do all the legwork. And they'll come back with a whole clothes rail full of clothes for me from all over the store, and shoes and anything else I want. And I get to try it on in the privacy of my own little cubicle, which has usually a lot more room than those normal fitting rooms, and it's a free service.
Yeah, it's really, really good actually how they do it, and you have done that on your own.
I have done it on my own.
Yeah.
So it's very, very good, and I always find what I want there.
Yes.
It's obviously buying clothes from John Lewis because they are like little. They're not designers, but they are what you might call upper range.
They're at
labels.
the top end.
Yeah.
Yes.
The clothes aren't cheap like New Look, or not New Look, but you know, like cheaper clothes. But I don't wear those kind of clothes anyway, so I don't mind.
What is your favourite perfume?
That's a really hard one. That is a really hard one. I have so many perfumes that I love. I collect perfume. I have a drawer full of it. I would say probably my favourite would be Joy by Jean Patou. I got married in that, and it has wonderful memories, and it's your favourite too, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lovely one.
So,
lovely it is.
Yeah, that is an iconic, classic perfume. It used to be the most expensive perfume in the world at one time. It isn't anymore, but it used to be. So yeah, Joy.
Do you wear flats or heels?
Both. I prefer to wear heels.
I like you in heels.
When I wear flats, I wear not flat flats, but raised flats, if that makes any sense, in that the sole of the shoe is raised a bit, so that it gives me a little bit of height, even though the shoe is a flatter shoe. But the highest heels I've ever worn are 5-inch heels.
Right.
On my wedding day, I wore 5-inch heels. Do you remember that, Bea?
Yes, I do.
When I tried them on, I was, you know...
I couldn't believe how tall you were.
Couldn't believe how tall I was. I came right up to your nose.
Yes, it's amazing.
It was amazing. And I tell you something else that amazed me. I was absolutely determined. I can't stand up for more than a minute or two, usually. But I was determined I was going to stand all the way through my wedding ceremony in 5-inch heels. And I did.
You did.
How I did, I don't know. I don't know how I got the strength, but I did.
You did.
I
did
did
really well. Did you get good grades at school?
I didn't get bad grades, but I could have got much better. I was horrendously lazy at school. I didn't want to work, I just wanted to mess about. I had brains, but I didn't want to use them. I was just too lazy. So I didn't get good grades at school, no. I got C's and D's. But I got better grades at college.
Okay, that's great. What's your favourite colour?
Pink.
Pink, of course, it has to be.
Pink. Everything pink. If I could have a bazillion pounds and suddenly be able to design and build my own house and my own new restarred life, everything would be pink.
Right.
Really, I would be, more Barbara Cartland than Barbara Cartland. And she had a pink palace.
Oh.
Because Mr. B doesn't care.
No. I was going to say, is Mr. B going to be part of this rejuvenated
well,
life?
We were going to have this room done pink, and you said you wouldn't mind.
Yes,
our bedroom's pink, and
it
you
is,
don't mind.
yeah.
It doesn't bother you what colour anything
Of course not. No.
Yeah, does it, darling?
No.
But I just really would love to have a pink house and a pink car and a pink everything.
You've got the wheelchair.
I've got
the pink wheelchair.
Yeah, but pink makes me feel light-hearted. Pink makes me feel in control. If I know I'm wearing pink, it just makes me feel in control. Even when today, like, I'm feeling lousy, not to put too fine a point on it, but I can go on because I'm wearing pink.
So we move from the pink lady to drinks. And do you drink energy drinks?
No, never, can't. I have a young friend who is half my age, but he kind of comes over like as if he's my father sometimes. And he likes energy drinks. So once I bought a can of Rockstar to try, and it was very good. It was tropical fruit flavoured. It's delicious. And I didn't know that they were full of like caffeine and stuff. And it was a hot day, and I chugged this stuff from the fridge. It was cold. It was good. It was delicious. And I suddenly felt just the weirdest feelings I've ever felt in all my life. Felt. And I thought I was going to faint. I had to go and lie down. But I couldn't stop jittering. I was like bouncing off the ceiling.
Yeah.
And I came back in eventually when I could, and I went on Twitter and I said, Aidan, I've just drunk a whole can of Rockstar and I feel absolutely weird. Is the Rockstar having anything to do with it? And he said, you did what? You drank a whole 500ml can of Rockstar all at once? I swan to goodness, I have never been rollicked quite so badly since I was about 2. He dragged me over the coals and dressed me uphill, down dale. Goodness me, you'd have thought I was 2. He said, don't you ever, you could have killed yourself. Someone with your constitution drinking 500ml of Rockstar. So, no, I have never drunk an energy drink from that day to this.
Do you drink juice, though?
I like juice, but I don't drink it very often because it does bad things to my tummy. But I adore apple juice. That's my favourite.
Do you like swimming?
I love swimming. I absolutely adore swimming, but I haven't been for ages because in swimming pools there are too many people and I just bump into them and I get stressed out. My dream is having a swimming pool all to myself. I've been very lucky in my life and I've done a lot of things that I've always wanted to do. I've achieved a lot of my dreams, like having you, for example. And, I've been to a lot of places that I wanted to go and I've done a lot of things I wanted to do. There's one thing I still haven't done, and that is stayed in a house. I don't ever dream of being rich enough to live in a house, but I would love to stay in a house where I've got a swimming pool all to myself. And I can just get up in the morning and go down and swim in it for as long as I want to, and nobody can bother me. You can come too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Wouldn't that be lovely, though?
It would be lovely. And we have talked about it a few times, haven't we? We'll make it happen sometime.
We will one day.
Do you eat fries or chips with a fork?
If it's a meal, like, if I'm having chips on a plate, like steak and chips or something, then yeah, I will eat them with a fork. But if I'm, like, having fish and chips or McDonald's or something, then I'll eat them on my fingers.
I just eat them out of the Caerphilly Evening Telegraph. What is your favourite moisturiser?
I use Garnier Lift for sensitive skin. It smells very light of roses, and it's very light and creamy and moist. And I tend to find that if I have spent money on more expensive moisturisers, and it just, if I use anything too heavy on my skin, it just breaks out. So yeah, just a very light mid-price moisturiser is all I need.
Now, we know the answer to this one, but I'll read the question for completeness. Are you married, divorced, or would you like to get married?
Well, actually, I've got 4 husbands. One's here, one's in China, one's in Peru, and one I think is in Timbuktu somewhere.
All right. Well, with your 4 husbands and my 10 wives, we'll be all right together,
Yeah, we'll
won't we?
be all right, won't we?
Yes.
We're joking, people, just in case
Just in
anyone
case.
thinks something serious. I'm married, of course. Very happily so.
Oh, me too. Do you get mad easily?
Mad, I don't know. I lose my patience. It's one of my worst faults. I'm impatient. I don't suffer fools very gladly. I have a snarky, sharp tongue, which I wish I didn't have. I don't get mad, really lose my temper easily. No, it takes a lot for me to really get full throttle mad. But I do get snarky and sharp and impatient more easily than I would like to.
Do you have any phobias?
Yes, 3. I detest all flying insects. It's all right to tell me, oh, you're bigger than it. I don't care. It's buzzing. It's flying around. I can't cope with it. Kill it. Please, take it away. I am very scared of electric wind that's cold and that's blowing hard. So I can cope with the room fan in here, but anything harder, especially if it's cold, really frightens me. I hate those hand dryers that blow cold air very powerfully at you. I run away a mile from anything like that. And air conditioners that blow cold air and make a noise. I'm really scared of those things. I don't know why. I think it was because I had gas blown onto my face from a pressurized nozzle in a mask when I was a child. They put a big mask over my face and blew this at me. I think that's what's made it.
Could well be.
Yeah. And the other thing I really hate is, I hate hoovers. They scare me. If I'm using one, I hate the smell of the air that comes out of the top of them. It really terrifies me. And one last thing, I really hate things I can't switch off. Like sometimes you have like toys that switch on and won't switch off unless you don't touch them. Things like that. Anything that won't stop, really, and I don't know why, but really, really freaks me out. And I mean seriously. So yeah, I have my fair share of things that freak me out.
Are you allergic to any foods?
No, that's the short answer.
That's good. Do you bite your nails?
No, short answer.
We're getting through them now, aren't we? What other hobbies do you have?
Hobbies I don't know about. I think this is really my only hobby. I love to read. I love music. I manage an internet radio station. You might call that a hobby, but I call it a passion. And I am professional about it. There's nothing that annoys me more when people work on internet radio and they say, oh, well, it's only a hobby. And that gives them an excuse to mess you about and be unreliable.
We've had our fair share of
We
that.
have had our fair share of that kind of crap. Excuse my language. But it is classed as a hobby because we don't get paid for it. In fact, we have to pay for it. But it is not a hobby to me. It's work. It's a passion. It's something I do because I want to do it well, the best I can. So yeah, you might call it a hobby, but I call it a passion.
Oh, that's a good answer. And finally, on a light note, sort of, do you drink tea or coffee?
I've spoken about this before. I used to adore my cup of coffee. I used to live for that kick of coffee. I only used to drink it in the morning, but my cup of real coffee in the morning was something I used to love. And then when I went on my diet last year, which was before I started making videos, I went on a very strict diet for a few months, and I had to give up coffee because I couldn't drink it without sugar. And when I started to drink it again, my stomach said, no, we don't want it, take it away. We'll be very, very sick if you start drinking that again. So I had to give it up. My total addiction now is the cup of Twinings Earl Grey tea, which I drink. I must drink about 10 of them a day. I love my Earl Grey tea. Just don't take that away. I can give up alcohol. I've given up cigarettes. Just don't take my cup of tea away from me.
We won't do that, and I will continue to make it for you, because it has to be done.
It has to be done a certain way, and you, my darling, make the best cup of tea on the planet.
Well, there you are. There's testimony, and that completes
That
the
completes
tag.
the tag. And thank you very much to My Sweet Cupcakes Nursery for doing that. It was a very good tag.
I think we learned a few things
We have
along the way.
indeed.
Yeah.
And thank you, Alfie,
Yeah.
for sitting and being such a good boy while Mummy nattered. Yes, she nattered. So we'll be back with you again tomorrow, and we've got a feed. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves and enjoy your babies. And
Let's be good to each other. Bye.
Bye.